Okay, this is chapter 8, progress, I want to say 7. This was over the shop app, actually just part 1 though. So not all of the features have been fully implemented yet. This was to basically make a basic shopping app that you could look at different items and add it to a cart, make an order, and add something to favorites as well. So the first thing I'll point out is that I cannot get it running. I used my own code, and I did not want to sit here for an hour trying to debug, so I eventually just took his code, and then I sat there for an hour debugging, and so yes, I'll say that it does not work. So yeah, onto the code. So basically the main functionality is that, here's the main, nothing that special, but the main screen of the app is a regular main screen at the bottom. It's supposed to output either a little bar at the bottom, so you can toggle between your favorites, or to show all items. And then when you click on an item, you're supposed to be able to add that to your cart. You can also add it to your favorites without having to click on it. And then there's a drawer that pops out on the left side to check orders. And at the top right, there will be a button that details what's in the cart, and you're able to order from there as well. So I guess I'll just work up the list. So products grid is just a scrollable view of each of the products that are added. And basically the difference between a list and a grid is that you can display multiple objects in one row depending on the screen width, so it can change, which is good. Another is a product item. Each of those elements in that grid is one of these product items, and it usually takes an ID, a title, a price, and then it'll take like a URL for its image instead of like a local file, so that it can run anywhere without that dependency. Another is an order item. This is basically an amalgamation of other product items. So you can have 2 sneakers, 2 shirts, and an order item will take all that into account and make that one thing. So when you look at your orders, there's just one order, which is comprised of those 4 items. A cart item is when it's in the actual cart. It's different in that it has a quantity, and so you can do 1, 2, 3 shirts, and then at the top of the shopping app, it will update accordingly. Next is our badge, which is this little number on the shopping cart that represents how many items you have in your cart at the moment. I liked this feature. The next was the app drawer, like I was talking about earlier. So you click on the top left little stack, and you can cycle between using the main screen, which will show all of the different items, as well as all of the orders. Here we are right here. So both of these are list tiles, and then it'll just push like we used to. Push replacement, actually, sorry. Whichever you decide. So here are different screens instead of the widgets. So products overview is like I was talking about, the main screen, which shows the big grid of all items, and then there's also an option down here. These are the different menu options to toggle between the two. For product detail, this is for when you actually click on the item, and it'll show a scrollable view if it's long enough. If not, it'll just show a picture at the top the description, how much they cost, that type of thing. And so yeah, that really fills up the whole screen when you press it. Orders. This, of course, shows your orders. It's really straightforward. It's only 25 lines. You get the idea. And this is when you click cart. This one was slightly more involved in the implementation. But yeah, like I said, it'll display your total and what's in that total. So yeah. Oh, providers. Providers, these are basically kind of like channels that listen to input and update accordingly. One important thing that we covering that was the difference between providers and consumers. While consumers, you can use that to tailor your app so that it only builds what's necessary, while providers is a little less customizable. So I believe that was